When there's trouble, you know what to do. Call Cyborg, he can shoot a rocket from his shoe.
Hey everybody, I'm here at the DC booth talking with David Walker, writer of the new, just announced pretty much, Cyborg book. Almost escaped me. Brand new Cyborg book coming out in just months.
No, days, man. July 22nd.
Days?
Yeah.
It's
all right because it seems at this point it's feeling like months, but it's from this moment right now. It's a week from this coming Wednesday, so it's.
They just announced it.
They announced it, but man, we're magical. I'm working with Ivan. He's like fast like lightning, man.
Yeah.
He can draw like 22 pages in a minute.
That explains it. You guys are already on 5, 6.
Yeah,
all.
we're there, man. We're already. It's like next year for us. So
You're the future.
yeah.
Now, Cyborg, who is kind of a character who's just been stuck in the background for so long. He hasn't had a solo book in a while. Just can't seem to catch that break into solodom. What are you bringing to him that you think is really going to make it pop and bring people to love that character again?
Sheer awesomeness, just plain. It's like a full serving of awesomeness with a side of awesome on the side, and then like some awesome sauce on top of it. One of the things is, here's a character who has his whole career in the DC universe has been as a member of a team, both the Teen Titans and then the Justice League. And it's very easy for a character to become popular in that sort of setting, but it's not necessarily that easy for them to break off into a solo world. And I don't know why. There's been a couple one-shots and a few miniseries. There hasn't been an ongoing. And so for me, and when DC came to me and asked me to pitch for it, one of the things I said was, well, it's about what's his life like when he's not with the Justice League, when he's not up, in that big satellite looking down on the world, sort of being a personal hotspot, sending mass emails to everybody. What's he doing? And so it's sort of this exploration of a young man, because we forget that he is pretty young. He was 18 when he had the accident. Now he's about 22, 23. And so it's about how does this young man like grapple with what he's become when he's still, outwardly he looks completely different, but inwardly he's still like Vic Stone. He's just a regular guy. Well, not really a regular guy. But
football-loving, American,
Yeah.
I'm curious, are you going to bring any of the Titans into the book? Because Cyborg has a well-known history with the Teen Titans,
Huge one.
but we haven't seen it as much in the New 52.
We have not, and I really want to. So we're still, during the second story arc, which we haven't launched yet, there's a couple that I want to try to bring in, and because within the context of the New 52, he doesn't really know these characters, it gives an opportunity to really, develop those relationships. And I'd love to, I also want to explore the relationship between him and Shazam and Billy Batson, because I personally love that. I think that might be my favorite aspect of the New 52, is that relationship between those two characters, and really seeing Vic sort of emerge as this big brother father figure, because that's something that he doesn't have in his own life. And so that's something I really want to play with, but you want to be careful again when you bring in supporting characters that they don't draw too much away from your solo thing. But yeah, there's definitely some Teen Titans that I would love to have make an appearance. But
now, I'm personally only just discovering you as a writer.
Okay.
And I found the Secret Wars story you just did, which blew my mind. That's beyond amazing. You did everything I could ever want. Are we going to see, I assume not that level of kind of humor in Cyborg, but are we going to see kind of a fun side to Vic?
There is. I'm trying to give him just enough of a sarcastic sense of humor that, I don't want it to be over-the-top comedy. But, again, here's a guy, he's not that old. He's in his early 20s, and he's incredibly smart. He's brilliant. And the other thing that a lot of people don't think about is it's not like he has a secret identity. It's like he's Vic Stone 24/7, and so I want to sort of explore some of that. So there's these little moments where it's I it almost might come across as arrogance more than sense of humor, but there is a sense of humor there. There's a couple good jokes in there.
Are you guys going to work anything out as to where holographic or something where maybe he can go out among people without looking like Cyborg?
I don't know. It might be kind of interesting.
Sounds like a good idea.
We are definitely playing with how his tech works, how he interacts with his tech, and more importantly, how that causes him to identify who he is. Because again, when I get bent out of shape when people call him Cyborg, because his name is Vic Stone, and like a cyborg it's sort of a name attached to this disability that he has. Like we've forgotten that he's a cyborg because he got blown up, and he's cobbled together with all these pieces. But cyborg is not a persona. It's not even an identity. It's
a label.
Or a diagnosis,
Yeah.
So I am playing with that a little bit, but it's also, so how does he define himself, and how does he, what does he do to assert his own humanity? And part of that has to be through his intellect and through his sense of humor, or his cynicism, or his sarcasm, whatever it might be.
That's super cool. Well, we look forward to it.
Yep.
Cyborg, otherwise known as Vic Stone, coming to comic shops in days.
July 22nd.
And then the next one, the next week, and until Ivan's hand falls off.
Yep. And Ivan, I just got to say, working with Ivan is amazing. Joe Prado, amazing. Adriano, the colorist, absolutely phenomenal. Like, I can say this. The book is worth it just for the art. Like, you don't even have to read what I've written. You could just look at the pictures, and you're perfectly fine. So, yeah.
But a David Walker script ain't nothing to sneeze at, so I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be good. Well, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yep, hope you enjoy your Comic-Con.